In this video, I'm going to show you the process for foreclosure in Minnesota, and if you're facing foreclosure, how you can come out of it clean, and why taking some action can save you a lot of heartache and pain. First off, I'm not an attorney or an accountant, but I used to be a banker, and I am a realtor who specializes in distressed properties. The point is, you should seek sound legal advice as it relates to your situation. Alright. A buyer purchases a home and gives a mortgage to a bank. The home is used to secure the loan. If the borrower doesn't make the agreed to payments, the bank can take the home away through the foreclosure process. Most mortgage agreements include a power of sale, which allows the bank to sell the home if the borrower does not make the payments as stipulated in the reams of paper signed at the closing. If the buyer gets behind on payments or stops making them altogether, the lender can demand payment in full and begin the foreclosure process anytime they want to. This is called the equitable redemption period and lasts as long as the lender will allow. The homeowner could call the lender and try to work something out, maybe making some payments or give a date by which they can get caught up again. Keep in mind that the foreclosure process is costly to the lender. It is hard to call the bank when they're calling and mailing and hounding for the payment, but talking and cooperating may be the best way to retain ownership of the home. If the buyer cannot make the payments or the lender will not accept anything less than what is owed right now, the foreclosure process begins. The homeowner does have the option of selling the home and using the proceeds to pay off the mortgage. The homeowner has the option of giving the home back to the bank, which does not save the home, but is less damaging to the homeowner's credit rating than a foreclosure is. We call this a deed in lieu. If there are other mortgages or liens on the property, the bank may not accept the deed in lieu. In some cases, the bank may accept less than what is owed on the property and allow what is called a short sale. This may end up being your best option, and instead of ruining your credit for 7 years with a foreclosure, you may be back on your feet and buying a house in as little as 2 years. If the lender starts the foreclosure process, a notice of sheriff's auction is published to the public once a week for 6 weeks. During this process, the borrower is notified by delivery once a week for 4 weeks that the home will be sold at auction. The sheriff's auction is held. The property is sold to the highest bidder. Usually the bank is the highest bidder. The homeowner does not have to leave the property because there is still another step. The statutory redemption period begins after the auction, and it can be as short as 5 weeks if the owner abandons the property. Now, the definition of abandonment is a legal definition and does not necessarily mean the owners left the property. Having the utilities shut off, windows broken, a missing front door, or police calls to the property because of trespassing or disturbances can constitute abandonment. In most cases, the redemption period is 6 months long. If the owner has a great deal of equity, typically greater than 50% of the current value, in the property, it is 12 months long. During the redemption period, the owner can pay everything they owe and all the costs associated with the auction and keep the home. They can sell the home during this period and pay off the mortgage. After the redemption period ends, the homeowner has to leave the property. If the property was purchased during the sheriff's auction and was sold for more than the owner owed on it, the owner gets the excess. If sold for less the owner owed on it, then the lender can take legal action to collect the difference. If the home was not sold to an outside party at the sheriff's auction, then it is most often listed by a realtor who specializes in selling bank-owned properties. These homes are usually listed at a price reflective of the market value of the home. If the house sells for more than what is owed, the bank will typically keep the profits. The bottom line is, by signing the mortgage papers, the buyer is agreeing to all of this. Banks are businesses and they lend money to make money. Now, if you've tried everything with your bank and you're about to give up, you're going to want to do whatever you can to sell your house. If you owe more than your house is worth, then you can look at doing a short sale, where your lender will take less than what is owed because it will be more than what they will make if they try to sell it themselves. You'll want to try a short sale instead of going through a foreclosure or a deed in lieu. If you want to sell your house, go to www.stopforeclosure-mn.com. That's www.stopforeclosure-mn.com, or call us at 612-217-4047. That's 612-217-4047. We can typically make an offer within 24 hours and can close on your timetable.